opinion, and comment on this show do not reflect the opinions of the staff, management, ownership of FFN Radio Network. The host of the show is not a physician, a therapist, or a counselor. His thoughts are his own and his alone, and not the opinion of FFN Radio Network. Welcome to Unboxed Thoughts with Nicholas Parsons.
I'm addicted to the way that you treat me. I'm addicted to the way that you are. But you always try and defeat me, honey. I'd rather be the way that we are. Don't speak, watch me fall apart. Help me, waiting on the door. Addicted to the thought of my own demise. Give me a sign that there's still hope for me. It's a running blind to the sea in front of me. Pick me up and let me.
Happy Monday, guys. How was everybody's weekend? Was it fabulous? Did you guys wake up today and have a great Monday? You know, guys, I tell you guys every week how much I love Mondays because it sets the tone for the rest of your week. And there's a reason why I express that on a week in, week out basis, because I find that it's really important in our daily lives to really put our minds in a particular place where we know we're gonna feel safe. Having said that, guys, I say it every Monday, I love Mondays. I have not had a particularly good Monday today. So I will start it out with my stepfather had some crazy surgery done today. They had to cut him in the front and the back of his neck and do some surgery for his esophagus and larynx. I guess it's to do with like his snoring and stuff. Bunch of crazy stuff. So I've had to deal with the motions of going through that today, and I had also gotten some news earlier that my cousin Kyle had passed away this afternoon and lost his battle to cancer. So, between those two things and, I was having a conversation with somebody very close, near, and dear to me. And, it just happens to be one of those things where it shouldn't be done in a text message. It should really be done over the phone, in person, or something like that. And I have made attempts numerous times to try and, I don't do church, guys, but it's just my thing. I've even offered to go to church with this particular person, dinners, et cetera, and it seems like, it's a rock and a hard show, So I was even contemplating on just like, am I going to call Blaze Man? Am I going to call Blaze Man, cancel the show, take another mental health day, just to unwind, neutral. But then I started thinking to myself, why? Right? Why would I do that? This is the point of my show. Though we would have, came back on Wednesday or, next Monday and we, could have covered, these topics and stuff. But I'm stuck here anyway. There's nothing I can do in these circumstances right now, so why not just let the show go on and still sit here in front of you guys and have a conversation as I do every week. So, needless to say, I didn't find any reason to come and cancel this show. So, having said that, I hope you guys take this as a sign of my sign of appreciation to all you guys, right? Because though I'm here in front of the camera every week, guys, in front of yous, another thing I say every week, can't be done without you guys. You know, um, so I want to talk about, first I'll talk about my stepfather, guys. All right, and this guy, ever since he had retired, he has been on a mission to find these different things to take up his time. Um, for you guys that were here or present for Unboxed Thoughts episode 4, that was one of the days where um, we ended up canceling the show. So having said that, I'm gonna touch up on a couple of things that I probably even said during that episode, because I feel like the way that I'm feeling today, guys, it's all really important, right? I've gotten messages over the week, ever since I had my cousin on the show last week, and it's just constant, guys. It's just constant. You know, how do you get through it? How are you able to put yourself in a mental state where I'm able to go on every day and just grind, live my life, and do my thing in a positive manner. And I've told you guys before, what I mean, it all really comes down to things that you're willing to admit that you have done wrong, not only to yourself but to your loved ones, really close friends, etc., etc. Okay, so really, in reality, that's where it starts. To get yourself in that mental state where you're physically and mentally ready to make those amends uh, with anybody and everybody, guys. It doesn't matter, okay? Because as I said before, people like us, we don't owe the world nothing. I mean, the world don't owe us nothing. We owe the world everything. Okay. So having said that, going back to my stepfather, guys, he runs himself ragged to put himself on a particular type of schedule that way he still feels like he's in his prime years. He's the man that was not ready to quite hang up his gloves yet. He wasn't ready to hang up his boots. He wasn't ready to call it an early retirement. And it all dates back to once upon a time, 3 years ago, 4 years ago now, something like that. He had gotten into a tragic car accident. All right. I was working at Walmart at this time, and I had gotten a phone call stating that he was on his way to work and ended up having a coughing fit, and went off the road and into a bond. I've said this before. Me and my stepfather did not get along a lot when I was growing up, and it was me. Okay, it had nothing to do with him. It was me. Is this man trying to take my father's place? Is this man trying to take my mother from me, etc., etc.? And as time went on, things got a little better. And then there was an incident that had happened where it's to I just wanted nothing to do with him anymore. You know, it came to a point where so he was earning that trust from me, and then something happened, and our relationship just went right down the drain. You know, I've done so much physical damage, mental damage to this man. I feel growing up that he never even really deserved. You know, and now I see him now, and it's like I see him fighting every day, but it's like with all these surgeries and things that he's trying to do to like try to pull himself together, you know, get himself out of that mental state, you know, try to get himself out of a depression, all these different things. And it's so admiring, but I can't help but think that the way that, you know, I treated him, you know, and going back into when he got into the car accident to now, it kind of makes me feel like the biggest piece of shit ever. When I get into these types of moods, or if I get into these types of mindsets or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because all it makes me think of is, you know, a man that has done nothing but try to show me the right way and do something that my father never, you know, really did. You know, you know, that was a give and take, and we already all know that. You know, but to see him go through this, it just makes me feel like maybe there was more that I could have done, which, you know, in reality, life takes turns that we don't expect, and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, I just think, you know, it's really important that, guys, no matter who it is in our life, all right, it doesn't matter who it is, a really close friend that you guys were really close with, or, you know, a family member, you know, it's really important to get everything off your chest. Let these people know how you really feel. All right. I tell you guys all the time that if I have to be the example for you guys, I will. Right. Why? Because there's very limited of us out there who will be that example for you guys. There's a bunch of us out there that know we did wrong, and, you know, we just, you know, focus on a better path and forget everything. I've told you guys this before. I don't live my life like that. You know, it's very complicated on how I deal with things or how I manage things, and, you know, so when you guys ask me like how do it, God, we would need like Nick Parsons Unboxing Thoughts classes 101 for that, because it really is a process, and it's almost like it's almost like going to you guys like football. It's almost like being a number one wide receiver, right, or a number one quarterback, and then you just get picked up from this team and on waivers, and it's like you're playing this week. You have this many days to learn the playbook because game days in 4 or 5 days away. So that's how I look at it. It's like you would all literally have to learn the playbook, be ready to play, and then pick up the pieces as time goes on. You know, But going to my cousin Kyle, Ronnie, you're watching today. Guys, I talk about every week how I want to see more comments in that comment box. Talk to me. All right. Let me feel you like you guys feel me. If you guys see Ronnie Cosgrove in the comments watching today, that's my cousin Kyle's brother. So please show him appreciation for being with us here today. It's great. Thank you for tuning in, bud. So the last time I had seen my cousin Kyle, okay, that was some time ago at my grandmother's funeral. And though we didn't see each other all the time, you know what I mean, but we always had a good relationship growing up, whether if we were at my nan's house or they'd come to my house when I was living at Bay Village at the time, whatever the case is. All right, we got into our little kid shenanigans or whatever the case is, but it is what it is. But the last time I seen his brother was at my grandmother's funeral. Guys, I barely remember that. So this is where I come into my troubles today. Guys, I tell you this because how would you guys feel if you were under the influence of something? If you guys were, in another mental state and you go to a family event such as a funeral, and you're all there, grieving with each other, showing your thing. But after some time, after that, somebody like me, you take another direction in life, to better yourself and stuff like that. And it's not to say that nobody else is more important than others, but it came down to you just have so much shit that you have to take care of, and it has to go in an orderly basis. And then somebody like that who you never really got to see more of, you knew he was hurting, you knew he was sick, and you find out he passed away. That's some shit. The last time I seen my cousin, I was freaking high up in the clouds at my grandma's funeral. And he has some shit. He asked me. He asked me. It's crazy how I can forget about so much while being under the influence. But I remember him asking me how I was doing with everything. As far as my addiction and stuff like that. I hate hearing news like this. And this is why I come in front of you guys all the time. And I share these things with you. It's because, guys, am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
All right. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Do your thing.
I had a pop up on my
That's all right. Yeah,
computer.
no, you're still there.
So yeah, so I come in front of you guys all the time because I want you guys to know that there's people out there who go through somewhat similar of the same stuff. Okay, and they just will never admit it. And I feel like I have to, because if I could be that person, I, if I have 50 of you sitting in my chat and I can get through to one of yous, I say all the time, I did my job. Because I care and I love so much for so many people that if there's one thing that I can say that I did one day is I gave people the hope and I gave people the motivation and determination to accept the things they've done wrong. Because look at, not that I'm saying that I've done anything wrong to him, because I know I have personally. But maybe because Ronnie, you know this, I've ran into you numerous times. Maybe I was afraid to reach out. Maybe I was afraid that because of what I was going through the last time I seen him, and I know he's sick. Maybe I just didn't want him to hear that shit. Maybe it was my way of wanting to give him a peace of mind because of everything, because I care so much on what he's going through. And now I'm thinking maybe I should have at least told him the last time he seen me he was right. I don't know. There's just the different emotions, guys, that I'm feeling right now. It's crazy. But guys, we're gonna take a 6-minute break. All right. We're gonna take a 6-minute break. As I always say. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. In 6 minutes, we're gonna take a break. All right. We're gonna take a break in 6 minutes. 7:30. So I'm glad we got that clarified. So yeah, but I will say, guys, after the break, I'm loving the chats going on here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm paying attention to them coming through. I like you guys are saying stuff. I have not read a single one of them, but I will get back to that. And after the break, I want you guys to talk to me a little bit. maybe we can get with Blaze Man. If you guys would like to come in, just for 5 minutes or something, maybe we can do that today. You know, uh, Share with me something on your weekend. Maybe if there's something that you can relate to in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I see Laurel came back in and joined us today. I hope you enjoyed your vacation from your videos and pictures and everything. I see you, girl, enjoying that life. It's what I like to see. Also, uh, I want to remind you guys as well that if you guys don't have it, you guys can please head on over. I do have another Unboxed Thoughts personal page. If there's something that you can't, on my page or something you want to, email to my producer or message him or whatever the case is. I do also have another page as well. If you guys want to go on there, reach out, whatever the case is. I just want to touch up on these things before the break because I don't know if I had mentioned them. As well, you guys always know I appreciate you guys coming here and spending this time with me. I always like to remind everybody it doesn't happen every week, but I will say it now before we even hit the break, guys. A lot of great stuff going on here at FFN Radio Network. All right, you got me starting out your weeks on Mondays, 7 to 8. You have my producers show, which they had just changed their names on Tuesday. It's not the Rabbit Hole no more. I want to say it's As We See It. I think I get that right. Pretty sure. That's on Tuesdays from 7 to 9. He's got a 2-hour slot in there. Jerry's got the Neutral Corner, all about boxing. He's got world champ Daryl Too Sweet Coley as his co-host. That's popping on Thursdays. That's the Neutral Corner. Check that out. And then also you've got Justin, who is running wild on Friday nights. He does the side draft from 7 to 8 as well. So go check his shit out. A lot of cool stuff about racing. But now that I finally got that out of the way, because I know I don't say it as much as I'd like to every week. I get lost in my own thoughts, forget to mention it. But yeah, check out those other shows as well. So we are going to take that break right now, guys. So go get your coffee, your snacks, your poop and pee breaks, and we'll be right back.
This is Jerry from the Neutral Corner on FFN Media. Every Thursday night, 7 to 8, catch my show live. We are talking with legends, we're talking with professionals, we're talking with amateurs, we're also talking about gyms and the different programs they have. You can catch us live on FFN Media, 7 to 8 p.m. Not only can you catch us live, you can actually ask questions in the comments and interact with our guests. Hope to see you then.
Hey guys, Nick Parsons here. Come check my show Unboxed Thoughts out. Live every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. on the FFN Radio Network page. Welcome back, everybody. Everybody have a nice quick break. Quiet. All of these are probably like, yeah. Breaks are never quick enough. What's a break? Right. No such thing as breaks. Show must go on. So, we're going to do some comments. Blaze, man, remind me when we do our conversation after the show. Just remind me, I got to give you another better video for our advertisements. Personally, I can do so much better than that. It's one of those things, remember when Blaze Man showed that last week, and I'm just like, if I would have known it was for that, I just got a text message saying, hey, send me a video talking about your show when it's at FFN Media. I'll take care of the rest. If I would have seen that. Guys, let's go to the comments. I want to talk to you guys today. Hey, Kimmy, happy Monday. Just so we know, and we're all up to par with each other. Guys, if you don't have each other in the chat, we're all a family now. Go on there, request one another, get to know each other, stuff. Ronnie Cosgrove, love your Auntie Melissa. Guys, that's my cousin Ronnie right there. Appreciate him for stopping by. Ronnie, we love you. Sorry for your loss, my man. Christy Allen, hey, how are you? And Auntie Angel, the boss of it all. That's natural. A lot of children have that first response towards their step parent in the beginning. It just really is rough. And, for you guys who didn't get to catch the Unboxed Thoughts episode 4, please go back and watch that. It's just, I just find it so crazy because, guys, I tell you guys all the time, my mind goes on these wild thoughts, right? And, it's almost like, Melissa Souza, howdy. Love when you guys come in here. I tell you, karma always will have a way, shape, or form to come back and bite you. Laurel Finney says, don't ever forget, though, we are younger and growth comes from living and growing pains. You should not feel guilty. Just acknowledge and set a goal within yourself to do better moving forward. Everyone is going to mess up sometimes. Absolutely. And you know what? That's why sometimes, like, whether if I'm on here, whether if I'm talking to somebody one-on-one, you know what I mean? I always have like the thought afterwards where it's like, oh shit, like maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I should have said it like this. But that's how my mind works. I say things on the fly, and that's just how it is. Talk every week, every situation is different, so of course there may be those times where I'll stop myself dead in my tracks and be able to get those things out. And but as far as setting my goal for myself, this is a goal right here, Laurel. Having this show, being able to talk to you guys, because I've said already, I've done counselors. I have a great support system now that I get to talk to. A lot of people won't, and maybe they want to, but it's scary at times. It is scary at times. And you know, I say it. I just said it. You know, I think now it's like I've become so used to talking about things. Um, you know, I've had people even come up to me with like, "Oh, well, you know, you must feel pretty proud on the things that you've done." And da. Listen, how many times have I come on here on a weekly basis and bawled my eyes out to you guys? All right, in a public social setting. All right, I look at the views as the weeks of this show have gone on, and I'm telling you, hundreds of people by now have seen me bawl my eyes off, and I don't care. I don't care. It's my genuine way of showing you guys on things I feel bad for, things I've done, things I have said. I have those guilt trips and whatnot. But Laurel, as I've also told you, I feel like I need those guilt trips sometimes. It's not what I ask for, but that karma. Karma for people like me will never go away. We could always have that nice long streak of, years, things going our way or like whatever the case is, but rest assured, that's one thing we always have to look out for. It could be something somebody says or somebody does, and we see it, we hear it, and then boom, we end up having a flashback, and then it brings us back to a point in time where we did or said this, that, and the other. That's why I share my experience. It truly does help people. And it's crazy because, as this show's been going on, the weeks, the karma is a bitch. It is a bitch. And, I don't wish it upon nobody, you know. But as I was going to say, um, week in and week out, this is what I thrive for. This is what I live for. I talk to my producer every week after the show. If you guys have heard this before or you hadn't, and because he knows that it's not easy for me to share these experiences with you guys. Um, my mother, she's right here every week, watching these episodes, going through the motions with me, because she's got to relive all this. But I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, all right, at the end of the day, end result of this show, okay, if you get anything out of this show today, this is what I want it to be. I've said it before, but let your egos go. Stop thinking that you can't say I'm sorry, or stop thinking that you can't tell somebody what's really on your mind and on your chest because you're afraid of rejection. I think about it in times like this where it's to like, I've talked to you guys about, my personal life. I've talked to you guys about my father, but rest assured, guys, and I know he's going to be all right in this, but in the long run, I'm afraid to know where my mentality is going to be if I were to lose my stepfather. Um, and that's why it's so important for me to get everything out in the open with him now. Though, he's my stepfather. He'll talk, he'll listen, but because he's got that that man in him and stuff like that. To him, my okay response coming from him would just, well, all right, Nicholas, just make sure you do the right thing, or you know, make sure that you just do the right thing, and just be a man, and make sure you're there for your kids, and you always do the right thing. Guys, see what I mean? I'm sitting here. I'm just talking to you guys. All right, and the outpouring support from these comments. I've got my producer popping up in front of me. I tell you guys all the time, I got you guys in the chats over here, and I have my producer in the middle. And he's over here telling me that he sharing this away, and his messages are over there blowing up. And I know this probably wasn't the best episode that I've ever put on. You know what I mean? But if you guys get one thing from any episode, I've done my job. We did our job. And I love you guys a lot for that. I really do. Especially on days like today. All right, because I'm already starting to feel better. I'm just feeling better just knowing that I'm rambling on today. It's a ramble on episode. Talking about my different emotions, and it's a typical Nick episode today, where I'm all over the place. But for you fellow unboxers that come in on a weekly basis, you're already caught up to speed. You already know where I'm coming from. And I love you guys for that. I just want you to know. So I'm going to go back and read some more comments, but I just want to fill you guys in on what's going on over here behind the scenes. So we're doing the comments. We already said that. And my producer says, damn, my message is blowing up because I shared the show everywhere I am. And he says that I think you should go over 15 minutes if you want. You'll find your thoughts. Yeah, it's one. I always have thoughts, right? I've got thoughts for days, and it's just which one of them are going to come up. Laurel says, absolutely, same here. I'm also my worst critic. I feel like, how do you truly help people if you don't show the bad as well as the good? And that's just it right there. And I say that every week. Whereas to actually I said it last week. Laurel, I don't know if you watched last week's episode, but I had Brennan on 2 weeks ago, and then I kind of did a flip last week, and I ended up doing an episode on this kid that I knew that had passed away, and I said that it's just very important. Yeah, I think it's very important that we always talk about our bad side, and because how I present you guys on a daily on a weekly basis, humble, genuine person. And I was talking about how sometimes if you getting into fights or getting into trouble, I mean, how it's the sometimes like if you were to do that, on how it's almost like an itch. I was talking about my chaotic rushes, and that's just a side that I hope I would never have to get to again. And because it's like a shark, that's how I said it. It's like a shark tasting blood. So, as the best I can, I will come in front of you guys every week with a smile, remaining humble, and I'll just keep sharing these stories with you guys because I think it's important. So, Angel said, "Get it out, vent. That's one of the reasons why you do this show. It really is." And I do want to talk about that actually real quick. Um, so I don't want anybody to think that because I mentioned it before about the whole counselor thing. Uh, Guys, I just want nobody. I have nothing against counselors. I've been to numerous counselors, therapists, stuff like that. I have nothing against them. If it works for you, then do it. Okay, that's all I meant by it. If it works, I just feel like I'm at the stage now where it's because I've seen so many of them. I feel like I've developed all those skills, coping skills, and it's just it's on me now to basically put them all in action, right? And I feel like I do put them in action. I have my own system for it, and by going to Blaze Man and getting this show on a weekly basis, I kind of feel like this is my therapy, even though I'm the one in front of the camera. Even though sometimes I get a good laugh about it because I feel like I'm forcing you guys to watch it because it's like I have the camera and you don't just sit and watch. Angel said, need to talk to people who share or shared the same experiences. Yeah. Laurel says, you just have to find the right one, and that is damn hard. It took me 8 years to find one who actually helped me. Most of my healing came from my own self-hard work. Highlight that. Most. Because we say it all the time, right? We say we cannot get help in any way, shape, or form unless if we're able to do the work, put in the work, because it's all up here. Auntie Angel, I was talking to Christian about this. I won't get into you know the details of our personal conversation. That would be for if he were to ever come back on, and maybe we can talk about it. The ball being his court then. But I talk about being selfish, right? That's where being selfish comes in. Because if we really want to make amends, if we really want to have a better life in the long run, no matter what it is, we got to let go of literally everything and be selfish. It's important to be selfish because if you're in that bad of a state, you're not going to be able to fix yourself by hanging around the same group of people. And I don't even care if it's your best friend or your best homie. Let me tell you something. If your best friend, your best homie, your best homegirl, whatever the case is still caught up in your street life, that's still a no. Right? That's still a no, because even though you still have that one person who's affiliated, no matter if you're closer to them than you were with anybody else, that's no good, because they'll come to you with on what's going on and there, and then it's going to draw your mind right off of from what you're working on, and it's just going to set you back. Right? And I know, I've said numerous times that sometimes in life you have to go backwards to go forwards. But in a situation like that, where you don't have to, you just got to make sure you make the. Moving on. Laurel says, I used to keep half of my truth from my counselor. because I was not willing to put forth of what was actually happening. Isn't that sad though? Now, Laurel, I want to ask you, is that because of something you felt like internally about yourself? Why you couldn't tell your counselor? Or was it because maybe uh, you would have gotten an answer from your counselor that you probably heard before, or you just didn't feel really that comfortable telling your counselor, or was it more of like you were afraid of repercussions? Very sad, and it was a you thing. Okay, well, because I've come across people where it's to when they talk to counselors, it's like they want to tell them everything, but it's like they don't because they're either afraid that the counselor's gonna make a phone call and have you committed, or you know make some drastic changes to really help you out, but you're gonna feel like you're in an uncomfortable situation. um yeah, it's the I was embarrassed and not the most comfortable. That's why no matter if it's my doctor or a counselor or whatever the case is, I have to have that person who's going to put their foot in my ass. I've said that before. It's very important for me to make that connection with somebody, because even if it's something slightly like that, where it's I feel that I can't tell them and I'm coming to them for help, we don't work, dude. We don't work. I'm not going to waste my time, and I'm not going to waste your time. So, this is the part where I say, I'm done wasting both of our times already. I gotta go. That's what I would say. But she also says, not that my counsel would judge me, but because I was judging myself. Right. And I'm not saying it necessarily would have been anything that your counsel would have done, but the first step does come from us. And when we have that type of feeling, all right, sweet deal. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, I just think it's crazy. And have you ever gone to? It's like going to a therapy appointment, and you have all your ducks in a row, all your thoughts. You know what you want to tell your counselor, and then now you're in there with your counselor. You guys are going back and forth, and now you're coming up on the part where it's to like, all right, we built up the conversation. This is the part where I, drop the gauntlet. And then all of a sudden you just freeze up mentally. And you're like, yeah, I'm not going to say that. Just because I'm not afraid of what they're going to say or do, but because of how I'm going to feel. Though I should feel good inside after releasing things or something, catastrophic or something, but yet you still don't. I honestly say, I understand that perfectly. So, guys, having said that, we're going to take another quick break. We'll come back. We'll conversate for a few more minutes. We have the viewers. We'll give you guys a few extra minutes. And like I said, guys, we got a few extra minutes. Anybody want to pop on, say hello, ask me a question. It doesn't matter what it is. Feel free. Enjoy your break.
We are talking with legends, we're talking with professionals, we're talking with amateurs, we're also talking about gyms and different programs they have. You can catch us live on FFN Media, 7 to 8 p.m. Not only can you catch us live, you can actually ask questions in the comments and interact with our guests. Hope to see you then.
Hey guys, Nick Parsons here. Come check my show Unboxed Thoughts out. Live every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. on the FFN Radio Network page. Hey guys, I have a little smile on my face right now. Want to know why? It's not just because of you guys coming here. You know, I just want to say, I'm going to give myself credit right now. You want to know why I'm going to give myself credit? Blaze Man, Jerry, Justin. I love you guys. You guys are phenomenal people. I love the work and the effort that you guys put into your shows individually. But here's the but. Guys, I'm the only one right now on this network. And I come in week and week out and give you this show with honor, with pride, solo. Yes, I'm the only one that does not have a co-host on this network. I think I like it. I think I like it. But you know, I see the advertisements all the time. I'll see the guys go on. You know, they'll have their conversations. Dark Wolf, what is up, guys? I have a new platform up. I don't know who in their right mind did it, but I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but TikTok gave me, I got up to 1,000 followers. So I have another platform going on there. All right. And the people I've met on there, the support system of amazing people I was able to establish on there have been so amazing. I've had numerous people pop up from there to come watch our episode the last few weeks. And if you don't know, this is Dark Wolf, everybody. She's a really good, you finally did catch my live. This is great. Thank you so much for coming in. This is probably one of the most humblest things that I do, Dark Wolf. As you see, everybody here in the chats, this is their family. You know, that's what they are. All right. This is the Unboxed Thoughts family. And, you know, for me to come on here today, guys, and just ramble on and able to pull myself, you know, out of this slight depression that I'm in, it's amazing. You know, and I want you guys to know that there's not one thing that you guys do for me that I wouldn't do for you. And I think that was important with the rough day that I had today to come up here in front of all you guys and just have a chat. You know, I'm exhaling now because this is a sign of relief. You know, it's crazy on how, you know, how comfortable I can be sitting up here now in front of you guys, telling you guys anything and everything. You know, and I want you guys to know, if you guys haven't heard it before, because of you guys' outgoing support, the emails that I get, the network gets, this is all for you guys. It helps me, but this is all for yous. I want you guys to know that. All the hard work that I put into getting ready for you guys on a Monday, because I enjoy it and I love you guys. All right. Between, you know, talking about what I'm going to talk about, which, let's be honest, guys, this is Unboxed Thoughts. 8 out of 10 times, I'm coming up here on a fly talking about things. And then things just lead into another. You know, so Laurel Finney says, building safe spaces for things that are hard to talk about, incredible. I follow you on TikTok. This is a safe place for me. I've said it before. And you know, this is exactly what I needed today, was to conversate with you guys. I really needed those comments coming in today. You know, just telling me anything. Guys, we're making it together. Together. And no matter where Unboxed Thoughts ends up down the road, I just hope you guys are there with me for the ride. Because there's nobody else that I would rather want on that ride with me than all you guys. I just want you to know that. It's really important for me to talk all these things out and to get it out there. You know, and for you people who are sitting at home right now, or you know of somebody who is sitting at home right now, just literally like in their own little world, that's what I'm here for. You guys are a gift that I couldn't have asked for. All right. Blaze man, what we got for comments? We got everybody. Dark Wolf finally got to catch my live. Yes. And I will be catching you 10:45 for some Infernum Asylum. Yeah. So you guys don't know, every Monday after my show, this is why I love Mondays. I wake up, I know it's a show day. I go about my day. A certain time comes. I'll get out. I'll get ready. I'll take a shower, and then comes the magic where I'll make those videos for you guys. All right, and you know, I've just said it before, but I'll just touch on it real quick because I know we do have extra time today. But guys, I want you to know, when I make those videos for you guys, those are kind of a clue or a hint as to where the show is going to go that day. You get what I'm saying? Like, those are like my blues clues to you guys, whether if it's the how I do the video, the song that's playing in the background of the video. So that's a little insider for you guys. Anytime you guys see my videos pop up at around 5, 6 o'clock before showtime, it's important that you guys watch those videos, not just for entertainment purposes, but that's basically going to let you know exactly where the show is going to be going that particular time. All right, so, and I got another bone to pick with all you guys. Do you guys really come on here to listen to my jibber jabber because of my videos? Is that where it all comes down to? You guys just want to see exactly what type of video Nick's going to put out on a Monday? See, Dark Wolf, this is great, isn't it? It's Monday and I will be there, but you won't see me. Yeah, I know, right? Honestly, no. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you actually just come here to hear me ramble on about whatever is on my mind this particular day. I missed, guys, this is my mother, Kimberly Ann. We love Kimmy. We love Mom. I did see another comment. You're doing an awesome job, Nick. It's amazing, really. I'm really proud of you. Thank you. You know, and Dark Wolf, I don't know if you heard, but that's what's important to me, is to do the things that a lot of people out there are not doing today. All right. I think it's really important that somebody does, because if somebody doesn't, then who will? I'm the only one sick enough to come on here and talk about half the things that I do. And you know what? I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I wouldn't trade it for a damn thing. From my producer, to the network, to the supporters, to everybody involved here. All right. Dark Wolf, I want to let you know that this is what makes this show happen. All right. And I'm also going to let you guys in on another insider. For you guys who were not here when I had mentioned it, a couple of weeks ago, I had talked to my producer. And I don't know exactly what had brought it up, but we were talking about the FFN logo. And I think it was me on a whim. I might be wrong. I asked him, I said, hey, what's the FFN radio network stand for? He says, far from normal. FFN is far from normal. So I like to say, if a show like Unboxed Thoughts wasn't meant to be on a network that stands for far from normal, I don't know what is, because this is as far from normal as it gets. And you know what I like the most is I kind of get this feeling from like you guys' end every week as to like, what's he gonna talk about today? You know, and it's doing this show every Monday, it's really giving me those vibes. Whereas to now, between the videos, the content, the conversation, everything involved, and I send out like, you know, I put up the post of, hey guys, don't forget tomorrow's Unboxed Thoughts, and then Monday comes and now you guys are getting that video dropped in your messenger box, or you see it on my storyline, my news feed. I always think like, damn, like I wonder what they're thinking. I would really love to be the fly on their wall, just to be like, oh yeah, like this one's gonna be a good one, or is it like, oh, Nick's feeling some type of way today. Today should be interesting. That's my thought process. That's been happening for like at least a few weeks now. But you guys amaze me. You all really do. And before we wrap this up, I'm gonna say it one more time. I didn't want to do this show today. I had no ambition. But I think it was probably about like half hour before showtime. I see the likes coming in on my video, because I already made one mistake, right? Instead of calling my producer up first, I'm like, hey, man, I think we're going to slide on today. I already made the mistake that I sent you guys your video in your messenger boxes and then posted it on my newsfeed. So I'm like, oh, man, if I cancel today, Angel is never going to let me hear the end of it. I'm gonna have to make her wait 2 more days or something for a Wednesday episode. But it's like, nah. And my producer's over here too. Me either. You guys are, I'm gonna say it. You guys are the fucking bomb. I said it. All right. You guys rock my socks. Thank you for doing it, and I'm so happy I was able to be here. I'm proud of you for pushing through. Laura, I've got friends, family here every week. We all know that. And from a friend standpoint, like, Brendan as well, I honestly got to say, I didn't expect you to pop in today. And when I seen the name over there, I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I got to put on a good show. Laurel's going to be here. I got to do a damn show because I know Angel's going to be here or blowing up my phone. I got to do a show because Mom knows I'm depressed today and she'd be like, hey, go do a damn show because you need it. So I want to let you all know. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to even get my butt here. Sometimes. Not all the time. You know what I mean? But that's where my support system comes in. That's where you guys all come in. Even before the show started, I was crying. I was doing my thing. My father had surgery today. My cousin passed away. I had a horrible conversation with somebody that means so much to me. I was in the trenches, guys, before I came up here today. And then I see the likes. I see the comments. All of a sudden, I see the time clicking down, getting ready for the show time. And I'm over here like, yep, we're really doing this. Hold on to your bootstraps. And you guys brought me out here. You guys bring me out every freaking week. And I love yous and appreciate yous. I'm proud I did too, Ma. I'm proud I did too. It was exactly what I needed. But having said that, guys, I feel good. How do you all feel? You guys feel great? You guys happy you had your show today? I know I am. So Laurel says, you're amazing. See, it's the universe. Everything happens sometimes. That it does. Angel, why am I not surprised? LOL, I'd be blowing up your phone. Of course you'll be blowing up my phone. Of course. You'd probably be having me FaceTime you for 45 minutes to an hour giving you a... Never mind. Never mind. But, you know what? I'm happy for the show. I'm happy for you guys. say it every week. I didn't think this show was going to last 4 episodes. But we're here, episode 11. We broke 10 last week, guys. And if that ain't fucking amazing itself, I don't know what is. But having said that, I am going to go. I'm going to go eat some food. I'm going to go shut down my engines, recharge my battery, and get myself back into neutral. So until then, you guys enjoy your week. Don't judge. Stay humble. Right? And you see somebody in a downfall, always remember to help them out. Never leave a fallen person behind. Because we never know who out there really needs help. And we'll never know. Until next Monday, guys. I love yous all.
All you fake ass cowboy haters. That's right, I'm talking to you. You sat to the side, you dirty dog, and preyed on our downfall. So I got one special finger for you. How about them Cowboys? All
The following opinion and comment on this show do not reflect the opinions of the staff, management, ownership of FFN Radio Network. The host of the show is not a physician, a therapist, or a counselor. His thoughts are his own and his alone, and not the opinion of FFN Radio Network. Welcome.
This is Jerry from the Neutral Corner on FFN Media. Every Thursday night, 7 to 8, catch my show live. We are talking with legends, we're talking with professionals, we're talking with amateurs, we're also talking about gyms and the different programs they have. You can catch us live on FFN Media, 7 to 8 p.m. Not only can you catch us live, you can actually ask questions in the comments and interact with our guests. Hope to see you then.
Hey guys, Nick Parsons here. Come check my show Unboxed Thoughts out. Live every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. on the FFN Radio Network page.